Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if it's not your first time here, thanks for coming back. So today, I'm going to be creating two looks with the Sugar Drizzle Plumeria Dragon palette. This was kindly gifted to me from the brand in PR. I'm so excited. This is only my second experience with their eyeshadows. I really enjoyed the first palette that I tried from them, so I'm super excited to dig into this. I am going to be giving you close-up swatches, the two looks, and then my initial thoughts at the end. This is not a review. I've only used it twice. I can't give you like my absolute final thoughts, but at least it gives you some inspiration if you did pick up the palette or if you're just here to watch and enjoy. Thank you so much for being here. I am gonna link this palette down below. I'm gonna put timestamps in the description box as well. If you wanna skip around, feel free to do so. And if you enjoy this while you're watching it, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. So the Plumeria Dragon Eyeshadow Impressed Pigment Palette is available now. It did launch on Saturday, August 26th, and it does retail for $40. I don't personally have an affiliate code with the brand, but there are affiliate codes out there if you do want to save some money. I'm sure you can find one. So it says it's a 12 pan pressed eyeshadow in a sleek mirrored palette. There are 5 mattes, 5 shimmers, and 2 duochromes. So the shade Dragon Scales and Dragon's Breath. So these two here. The pans are not removable from the palette and are glued in place, just for your information. I'm gonna let you watch look number 1. This is look number 2 that you're seeing on my face right now. And then I will see you at the end just to give you some initial thoughts on the palette. All right, so we're gonna do the first look with the Plumeria Dragon palette. And listen, if you know me, if I can do a neutral look, I'm gonna do a neutral look. So that's what I'm gonna do for the first look. My second look will be a little more colorful, but I'm thinking of using more of like the mauve-y neutral-ish tones today. I have already primed my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I'm gonna go into the shade Puff of Smoke and use this as my transition shade. I'm next gonna go in with the shade On My Wings right here and just place this through the crease and in the inner corner. I'm gonna go with the NYX Glitter Primer all over the lid. I'm sorry if it's loud, my air conditioning hasn't kicked off yet, and I can't wait any longer. I wanna get this Fire Kiss shade all over my lid. This looks so pretty, like a peachy gold. I'm gonna place that all over my lid. Oh, that is pretty. Ooh, very pretty. And honestly, I'm pretty much gonna leave it at that. Just a very simple neutral look. I'm gonna go put on the rest of my face. I'm going to repeat those same 2 mattes that I used on my upper lash line, on my lower lash line, and I'll be right back to show you the finished look. All right, and this is the finished look number 1. What do you think? I think it came out really, really pretty. Very soft, just really, really simple and easy, but still have that little twinkle of that sparkle, you know? Ooh, I love this. This is something that I would absolutely wear on an everyday basis. It is just really simple, pretty, easy, neutral, but it's got a little bit of that pinky mauve in there. The shadows that I used were very easy to use. The mattes were easy to blend. They were great. And of course that shimmer on the lid is super, super pretty. So, okay, so I'm gonna send you off to look number 2, which will be a little more colorful, just so you can see like the variety in this palette. So I'm gonna send you off to look number 2 now. All right, so we're gonna do look number 2 with the Plumeria Dragon palette, and I wanna play with more of the pink and purple tones today. So we're just gonna head right in with the shade Miss Dragon all over the crease area. I have already primed my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I went in with a very light hand with that, and it's pretty darn pigmented. I definitely need to pluck my eyebrows. I'm gonna go in with just a little bit of On My Wings, that shade that I used in the first look, and just place it a little lower in the crease. And now I'm gonna go in with the shade Slay right here, this like deeper purple, and place this in my outer corner. Honestly, those mattes performed beautifully. Pretty effortless. We gotta love that. I'm gonna place the NYX glitter primer all over my lid. I wanna go in with the shade Dragon's Breath down here, and I'm just gonna place this all over the lid. Okay, I just went off camera and put the rest of my makeup on. It's gonna be linked down in the description box in both looks that I did, everything on my face. I put Charmer from ColourPop in my waterline, and I pulled in from another palette for my inner corner highlight. That is one thing that's kind of missing from this, in my opinion, is an inner corner highlight for me. But I'm gonna take the shade Slay on a really flat brush, and I'm gonna push this up against my lower lash line. I'm gonna go into the shade Plumeria Dragon here, this like hot pink. I wanted to try this out. I'm just gonna take it on a pencil brush and smudge it up against my lower lash line. That is a really pretty hot pink. I'm gonna take the same shade, but on a really fluffy brush just to diffuse the edges a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna go off camera. I'm just going to put some lashes on, finish up the look, show you the final look, and then give you kind of my first and second impression thoughts on this palette. All right, and this is finished look number 2. What do you think? I think this came out so pretty. I love purples, so I love this look, and it's gorgeous. So I'm so excited that I was able to create 2 very different looks with this palette, as you can see. Of course, I didn't use every single shade in this palette. So of course, this is not a review. This was just me creating a couple looks with the palette, maybe giving you some inspiration or helping you maybe see how the palette works on the eyes. So the mattes in this worked beautifully. All the mattes, I think I used every single matte. I did. They're very blendable, very easy to use, pigmented, without being too powdery or anything like that. Really, really beautiful mattes. And then the shimmers in here, there's clearly a couple of different textures, which I really like having different textures in a palette. It makes it more versatile in my opinion. So far, so good. I will continue using this palette. I will put it in a palette ranking video in the future, of course, to let you know my final thoughts when I do have a chance to fully test it. But I wanna hear from you now. Did you pick this up? Are you thinking about it? What are your thoughts on the palette? I would really love to know in the comments. And thank you so much to Sugar Drizzle again for sending this my way. And if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot when you do that. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing before you leave. I do upload videos weekly, and I'd love to see you back on my channel again. I wanna thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.